So, we'll start where I left off, and I just realized that the first version didn't have any sound, the first session didn't have any sound. So yeah, I think I'll have to summarize where we were at so far, and let me check if I do have the sound now. If you are watching this on YouTube, can you write in the chat if you can hear any sound? Okay, yeah, now I see that there is sound. Okay, so one thing I also want to do, I will share the link to this doc with you, so that you can even watch the Google Doc as I go. There in the chat. Anyway, so we had this event last week, and I need to make a summary out of it. Luckily, I was making tweets as we went, so I have quotes from most of the speakers, and what I did during the previous session is try to group them into topics, because there are very many quotes, and I think like maybe 50 of them, I don't know. I grouped them into topics, and now what we need to do is to write some lead-ins for these topics and well, make it a finished article. I also think we already have now an idea for the title, which will be something, something, and something else. Takeaways. 10 takeaways from the Work from Home conference. Okay. Also, as I have a lot of stuff on my table, I talked to Becky Pierce, my longtime collaborator, who usually proofreads all my work, so that I will write just some very rough lead-ins to each of these topics, and then she will turn them into something great. So we will start here. That conference was a success. I am writing in the plainest words possible. Attendees, speakers of non-stop streaming. Do you see my screen? Yeah, I hope so. I want to mention here the Work from Home community on Slack, because it will be our main point of entry from now on. So we want to join people in this Slack workspace. If you are from the language industry, from the translation industry, I suggest that you join too. So I'll add the address here. Main topics. Oh, hi Paula. Nice to have someone here. Just a few things to share this with Becky. So where was I? It showed that people in the industry are thirsty both for networking, gaining some actionable insights. Sounds like such a corporate talk. So for gaining, for actually trying to find out what to do in this challenging. I know I overuse the word challenging. Even Google Doc is suggesting something to me for this. Okay. And now we go to the takeaways. So why did I delete it? First, adapt to the new reality. Let's turn it into headings right away. How can we summarize this? I think it's everyone is worried about what is going on. Actually, thanks to Don De Palma, CSA Research, I will add file. We learned next to exactly. And we will put here this screenshot, and I will write that we have replaced with actual slide. Ask John if he is okay sharing this. Jeff B. Let me move this to another section. Adapting to this new reality. Hard. It's in to give yourself a break. And we put the full quote from Chris Carter. All these hashtags because I was tweeting this work. I'll take some liberties doing these quotes because anyway I was writing them down from my ear, so I'm not sure. Says Chris Carter. No, we should put said or says. Says. Is it okay that I'm not speaking that much? If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat, because I'm actually checking it out every now and then. You can also ask some questions right here in the comments, because I think you should be able to comment on that doc. The link is in the chat. Okay. And one thing we also love doing in our blog is highlighting certain quotes, so that if a person goes through this blog post, they can see some snippets right away. Even if they don't read the whole text, they can see some quote and get interested, maybe share it, maybe it will encourage them to read the whole article. Okay, that was one. To stay close to. Why am I typing it out if I can just copy and paste? Many speakers noted how many speakers who run LSPs, it's not the best wording, but how important. I overuse the word important. Hope Becky will be able to fix this. Becky, if you are watching this, it's on you. How important it is to stay close to your customers, not only on a business level, only as far as business is concerned, also on a personal level. Let's copy this. Oops. Us says yeah, thanks, Paolo. I agree that says sounds more convincing. It's just that I want, as I said in the comment here, that I want it to sound as coming from the conference itself, not just some quotes we found somewhere else on the web, but I'm pretty sure there are other ways to do this too. So yeah, I agree that says sounds better. Thanks for that. It's so handy having people to help with your work for free. Well, I hope you are also getting something from this. There was this quote also from Grant Straker, but it repeats what I already said in the lead in, so it's hard to um, to add to this. Actually, I think I can put it here. Even let's put here. Even if don't have any business to do, it's a good idea to ask them they are doing amidst the pandemic, to have to strengthen the connection, not only so personal level. When things are, I think they will appreciate assuring them that business with them on as usual. I'm making this up as I'm writing it, but I think it makes sense. Yeah. So let's make a quick inventory. We have 2 points so far, and it took us 200 words, so we will have around 1000 words plus the intro plus the outro. Enjoy your meal, Paula. I had mine, by the way. That's why I'm very sleepy right now. Guess I'll have to go and have a walk, a socially responsible walk to a nearby grocery. Okay, embrace new technology. That's perhaps the most important for us as in SmartCat, because we try not to make the whole Log from Home initiative about SmartCat. Not only because of the business, but also because of some sense of social responsibilities. So we want to make it an initiative for everyone, whether they are on SmartCat or not. And we've seen good response to this so far, and actually I think that the response to this conference, the positive feedback on this conference is partly due to the fact that we did not pitch SmartCat a lot throughout. But when it comes to embracing new technology, and I said it during the first session where my mic was turned off, that I'm enjoying it, that we've been telling for a long time at SmartCat that cloud is the way to go, that desktop technologies are dinosaurs, and we faced some criticism from across the industry. But it's very inspiring to see how over the years there is more and more positive feedback to this, and when you hear like Don De Palma of CSA Research or Renato Beninato of NIMSI chiming in and telling that yes, now is the time for the cloud, it's yeah, as I said, exciting and inspiring. Also because it's their own thoughts, no one paid them to do this, no one asked them to do this. That's kind of cool. Trying to think how to wrap it up all together. So things get tough. Often look, it's it rings well with that post I shared the other day that a lot of companies are starting to look at smart card these days because they thought they could afford trade-offs when things were going great, but now during the crisis they're starting to think about the costs they can cut, and not having to pay for licenses seems like a good starting point. Just a second. У тебя же там, кажется, есть уже один мультик.
Я говорю, можно мне посмотреть?
А спроси у мамы.
Мама работает.
Она работает. К ней же можно подойти? Она лежит. Ну,
Она говорит с психологом.
это она уже говорила. Ладно, давай это. Пока отдохни, через минут 10 уже пойдем. So, let me copy this. And we'll add this as a quote. There are a lot of similar comments, but I think we cannot include them all, so let's rename this first one. It's okay not to be okay. No, I think that's a good starting point. Luckily, it seems like are great editing. I will What do you think? Is it okay to put a kind of a product placement for SmartCat here? I think if it belongs anywhere in this article, it is here because it's basically what people were talking about. So, oh, did I remove something important? Yeah, I think so. Ah, no. Oh, no, no, no. Up. Twice. The words of fix. No concluding thoughts here. Adapt and embrace technology. New technology, technology. So, okay, I think it has been almost half an hour now. I will continue working on this offline. I hope it was somewhat interesting for you. I think an important takeaway here is that if you are making a blog article out of some, I don't know, presentation, webinar, write out the thoughts that you find most interesting, which I did during the event, sending the tweets, group them together and see how you can group them into topics and turn it into a list format article, because such articles work great for SEO and also from the human psychology perspective they work very, very well, because people like reading things in digestible bits, especially today in our attention deficient world. So thanks for watching it live or in recording, and see you some other day perhaps. Bye bye.